Hello, friends. The sun casts a golden glow on the Nile as my canoe glides through the water, much like it did in the days of the Pharaohs. Among all the rulers of Egypt, one name has captured the imagination of the world more than any other: Tutankhamun. His tomb, filled with breathtaking treasures, made him the most famous pharaoh in history. But his actual reign? It was short, fragile, and overshadowed by the ghosts of his predecessors. Tutankhamun was born as Tutankhaten during the reign of his father, Akhenaten, the heretic king who had rejected Egypt's gods and built an entirely new religion around the sun god, Aten. But by the time Tutankhaten became pharaoh, Akhenaten's experiment had failed miserably. The priests of Amun had returned, the people were restless, and Egypt was in chaos. At just 9 years old, Tutankhaten was crowned king, but the real power lay in the hands of his advisors. The first thing they did? Erase Akhenaten's legacy. The young pharaoh was forced to abandon his father's beliefs and embrace the old gods of Egypt. He even changed his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Amun. The temples of Amun were reopened, the capital was moved back to Thebes, and Egypt tried to forget the radical rule of Akhenaten. But while his name is legendary today, Tutankhamun's reign was unremarkable. He ruled for about 10 years, and there's little evidence that he accomplished anything major. He was, after all, just a boy. His advisors, including the powerful general Horemheb and the vizier A, made the decisions for him. He did commission some temples and statues, but unlike other great pharaohs, his name was not etched into Egypt's grandest monuments. Then, suddenly, he died. He was around 19 years old, and his death remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Some believe he died from an infection caused by a broken leg. Others suspect malaria, and some even whisper about murder, perhaps at the hands of Ai, who would take the throne after him. Tutankhamun was buried in a small, hastily prepared tomb, far from the grandeur given to greater kings. His death was followed by political struggles, and soon his name was forgotten. Unlike Ramses the Great or Thutmose III, he was never meant to be remembered. But history had other plans. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter made the discovery of a lifetime. While most tombs in the Valley of the Kings had been looted centuries ago, Tutankhamun's tomb was almost untouched. When Carter peered inside for the first time, he saw something beyond belief: gold everywhere. The tomb was filled with over 5,000 treasures, from golden chariots to dazzling jewelry. And in the heart of it all lay Tutankhamun's golden mask, now one of the most famous artifacts in the world. Ironically, the boy king, whose reign was almost insignificant, became the most famous pharaoh of all time, not because of what he did in life, but because of what he left behind in death. His tomb gave the world a glimpse into the untouched wonders of ancient Egypt, reigniting global fascination with this lost civilization. But while kings ruled from the throne, another powerful force shaped Egypt's destiny: the women. From queens to priestesses, from traders to scribes, women in ancient Egypt held roles unlike any other civilization of their time. Join me next time as we explore the remarkable role of women in ancient Egypt.